Edwards puts Hampshire in control at the Ageas Bowl. Hampshire's batsmen dominated on day 2 at the Ageas Bowl to put their team in an excellent position in the game, mainly thanks to Sam Northeast's brilliant 169, which, with valuable support from Dawson, allowed Hampshire to declare on 525 for 8. Essex's hopes of saving the game largely rested with Alistair Cook, who reached the end of play unbeaten on 17 as Essex closed on 25 for 1, still 500 behind. Cook collected his first boundary of the day from the final ball of a Fidel Edwards over, but his partner Wesley was gone in the next as Abbott extracted just enough movement off the pitch to take out leg stump. Cook remained typically watchful, putting away the odd bad ball to the boundary, but remaining patient as he looked to settle in for a big innings. With the pitch remaining good to bat on, Essex's hopes would have risen as Cook and Lawrence reached 90 for 2 without many dramas, Cook reaching his half-century in the process. But disaster struck when, the same over in which he reached 50, a lapse in concentration saw Cook clip a catch to Vince at mid-wicket, a second wicket of the day for Abbott. And Essex suffered a further blow when Dan Lawrence, having looked in excellent nick for 31, was bowled by a brilliant Fidel Edwards Yorker on the stroke of lunch. That left Essex in all sorts of trouble, with 4 wickets down, still 417 behind, and Cook back in the hutch. Experienced pair Bopara and Tenduscarter looked to hang on for Essex, with the Hampshire attack probing away at the beginning of the afternoon session. Fidel Edwards caught out Tenduscarter with a slower ball, and then got Harmer with a fast and full one with the very next delivery. Porter hit a couple of boundaries off Berg before he was trapped by Barker LBW. And Barker struck again in his next over in the same fashion to remove Sam Cook. Essex was staring down the barrel, but Bopara raged against the dying of the light with successive boundaries off Dawson, the first a sublime 6. But he lost his partner in the next over, Edwards too good for Quinn and bowling him with a fast and full ball. With Wheater unable to bat because of injury, it brought an end to both the session and the innings. Hampshire inevitably enforced the follow-on, and while Cook collected his first boundary with a check drive, Brown fell cheaply LBW to Barker. Cook wasn't able to hang on much longer, however, a beauty from Abbott taking the edge. It began to look ominous for Essex when Lawrence also fell LBW to Abbott. Bopara turned on the style to collect back-to-back boundaries, and he managed to stem the tide with a 50-run stand in partnership with Wesley. Edwards, though, made the breakthrough when Wesley feathered through to the keeper to fall for 24. But Bopara was still there to reach his 50, and Essex were able to reach the close without further loss. They had made a better fist of batting at the second attempt, but they still need a further 229 to avoid an innings defeat with only 6 wickets in hand. Crucially though, Bopara remains, and he looks in excellent touch for his 60 not out so far.